Good morning, Wilmington. Welcome back. Today's episode is a special episode because, look, I got somebody in studio right now that is just simply amazing. Now, he was on set with me. Look, when I mean on set, I mean in the basement. I'm talking about sparkling, hitting him in his head, and everything. Mr. Brian Williams from Step Afrika is here. I can't wait to have that conversation with him. His homeboy, Kevin McAllister from Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated. Did I say Incorporated or just Alpha Kappa Alpha?
So it's the GTL Education Foundation.
Boom, there we go. He's here in the building.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
I killed that whole thing. Man, Brian McAllister's here. That's what we're going to do, okay? But before we get into this conversation with them and what they got going on and the great stuff they're doing in the communities and with black and brown lives, I want to talk about the Wilmington Public Library. Last night, first of all, the Wilmington Public Library is doing some crazy things in the city of Wilmington. They brought everyone from Dennis Rodman, and if you click the link on the DETV page, you can see my interview with Dennis Rodman. They brought Angela Davis, the activist, here last night, standing room only. Look, so Jamar, is the executive director, is doing the daggone thing there at the Wilmington Public Library. If you haven't follow right now, and you can see, is the clip running? The clip running? You can see in the clips, in the pictures, that how amazing it was. Special shout out to Shaq, Saquon Stimson, for the photos and the content that he's sharing. But right now, let's just look around, look at the people engaging, and this is the new Delaware. This is the new Wilmington, and this is the community that we all love and that we're here to serve. So, without further ado, let's bring on what you guys and ladies are here for, the interview with Mr. Step Afrika himself, Brian Williams. You're going to learn a lot, and plus we got 2 free tickets to give away, so stay tuned. Make sure you put some comments. Make sure I know about the comments so I can mention them on air. You're live here on DETV. Share it with a friend right now. And Brian, Kevin, welcome to DETV again.
Hey man, good to be here, bro. This is amazing.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Nice to be on set with you.
Oh man, look, it's been many years. I met you about 3 years ago.
Yep.
And at the time, you were telling me about Step Afrika. I had no idea about it. Went to a show and had an amazing time.
Thank you.
Something that I really believe that needs to be on Broadway.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah.
For the people that are just tuning in, who, like me 3 years ago, that didn't know what Step Afrika is, can you please tell them what it is?
Yeah, well, Step Afrika is the first professional company in the world dedicated to the African-American tradition of stepping. And stepping is created by black fraternities and sororities about 100-something years ago as a means of expressing love and pride in these organizations. And Step Afrika has taken that form that started on college campuses by these fraternities and sororities all around the world. We've toured to about 60 to 70 countries at this point. But this weekend, we're so glad to be here in Wilmington. It's been 3 years. We're going to hit the stage with some amazing artists. And we also have an artist from Wilmington who's featured in the company.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, man.
Wow.
Emmanuel Chacon, born and raised in Wilmington, will be hitting the stage with us tomorrow night. So you got to come out and not just support Step Afrika, but also to see your homeboy on stage.
I will be there, number one. I will be there. Now, Step Afrika, right? When I went last time, and you had different storylines.
Yeah.
Can you explain some of the storylines?
Well, that was a production called The Migration, Reflections on Jacob Lawrence. And it was a show that actually went off Broadway, very successful for us. The show we're doing here tomorrow is more about the traditional and contemporary style of stepping mixed with traditional African movements. So you're going to see stepping. If you don't know what stepping is a percussive dance form, like I said. But you're also going to see traditional dances like from South Africa. The Zulu dance, the South African gumboot dance, live drumming. It's going to be a whole different experience from what you saw last time. Completely different show.
Because that show last time, it was just a tearjerker, if you will.
Oh yeah.
I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? I didn't know what I was walking into.
Yeah.
But again, I look at everything with a production eye, right?
Yeah.
30 frames per second.
Yeah.
And that production was on point.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, let's go to a video. Let's go to the video real quick so you can see exactly what we're talking about. Simply amazing. That's it right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's what they'll see tomorrow night. They'll see the art form of stepping, fraternity and sorority styles. But then the traditional African dance is one of my favorite dances in the world.
Yeah.
We learned that about 25 years ago in South Africa. It's the dance of the Zulu people. South Africa started just 6 months after the election of President Nelson Mandela in Johannesburg. So South Africa is a very important place to us, and we like sharing that art form, as well as its African Americans.
How did you even come up with Step Afrika? What was that day like? I mean, from what college did you go to?
Howard University.
Okay, all right.
Washington,
HU.
D.C.,
All right.
HU all day.
Yeah.
Pledged to fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. That's
Okay.
my frat brother right here, who's doing amazing
So are
work
y'all
in
gonna
the city.
step for us?
Oh, no.
Hung those shoes
Kevin,
up a long time
we
ago.
might want to do something. No.
Okay, all right.
Man, you see this gray in my beard? Look, the reason I don't step is because I have like 10 amazing artists who will wear me out. So there's no need for me to even
They be getting it.
get in the game.
Yeah, they be getting it.
I'm gonna let them do what they
Okay.
do. In fact, right now they're on stage and some, while they're not here today, is they're getting ready to do 2 performances in some schools in the area.
Yes.
Nice. Can you bring them back whenever you can?
I would
just
love
give us a call. Look, they got the
We
floor.
will clear this carpet out and make it happen.
All right, take me back. How did it start?
So it's 1994. I mean, I pledged the fraternity in 1990, in 1989 at Howard University. Became fascinated by stepping as a tradition, but we didn't know a lot about where it came from and its artistic possibilities. 3 years later, I moved to Johannesburg, South Africa. I'm there working, teaching school.
Okay.
And that's where I become kind of excited about connecting stepping with traditional African forms. A year later, 1994, I meet the Soweto Dance Theater. We talk, explore, and this logo, Step Afrika, was about connecting stepping with the African continent. That's why it's called Step Afrika. And since then, we've been to about maybe 10 or 12 countries on the continent of Africa, but really all over the world, performing, using stepping as a way to connect with cultures, and to also teach and bring on the next generation. That's a big part of what we do as well, Ivan.
Yeah. So what
Your
is it?
daughter came to our
Oh, my daughter was blown away.
Yeah.
I think what it was with my daughter, right? My daughter, just like A Different World, right? When that came out, that was the highest. That was the time where college attendance grew crazy within the black and brown community, right? So exposure is everything.
Yeah.
My daughter at that time, when she saw someone on stage that looked like her doing that, I can't tell you, for about 2 months straight, I had this little girl bouncing around the house, stepping. You know what I mean? So my question to you is, what are some of the responses that you get back from those little black and brown children that see someone on stage doing performing like that?
Well, that's why we do this. I mean, that's literally what you just said, and the impact it had on your daughter is why Step Afrika exists. We wanted to bring to the stage a representation of our community that is strong, that is powerful, that is entertaining, that's also very educated, very informed. Like everything that we put on the stage, lots of research, kind of like you. I mean, you do tremendous research to build what you have done here at DETV. Step Afrika puts a lot of research, a lot of work into whatever we put onto the stage.
Yeah.
And so we want to bring that to audiences, to not just have a good time and be entertained, that's important, but learn about this art form and be proud of the culture that black and brown people have created in this country from the beginning. And stepping is just one of those art forms that we have birthed on these shores. But informed by the continent of Africa.
Love it.
Yeah.
He said one of the art forms. There's another form to this, and that's the foundation. Can you talk to me about the foundation?
Sure. So we are the presenting organization. So the Gamma Theta Lambda Education Foundation, we are the charitable arm of the Wilmington chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity. And so our mission is to ensure that we are helping to educate, inspire, and support our young people and helping to promote them to consider college and university or healthy careers. And so this is one of the things that we do, is to ensure that we're bringing to Delaware programming that helps our students to, number one, be able to identify themselves, to see themselves in a positive light, And as Brian was saying, not only see the what, but to understand the why.
Okay.
Because this is of historic significance. And when our students and our families are able to understand the why, they can walk around with more pride and really be able to represent themselves well. And so that's what the foundation is dedicated to. And we also support our young people financially.
Talk more. You talk more about that because that's what people want to hear.
Right.
Yeah, so each year we have a committee and we work collaboratively between the foundation and the fraternity to identify, interview young people and provide them with financial support going to college.
Wow.
So it's important that not only do we look at an application, but we want to see the students. We want to hear from them, their passions, their interests, their challenges. And from there, we make decisions about the young people that we support in a myriad of different majors and institutions. So we don't really care where you go.
Right.
We don't care what you major in. We just care that you go, and we want to be able to help you to get there and to break down those barriers. Our students should be focused on the education, not how to pay for it.
There you go. There you go. Where can people learn more and get more information about the foundation?
Sure, so our website is gtledf.org. And we're also Facebook, social media, Twitter, and our handle is the same, GTLEDF.
Brian, what do you want people to know about Step Afrika that they might have a misconception about or they just don't know?
I think one of the biggest misconceptions for your audience out there is we're a step team. Step Afrika's artists, Step Afrika is one of the largest African-American dance companies in the world today.
Wow.
So what's the company?
Okay.
The dancers are all college graduates. So as much as they're excellent on the stage, they're also excellent teaching artists and just great people as well. And I think for us, our mission is not just to perform, but it is to edutain, if you will, and to go into the communities, teach classes, do master classes, do residencies. As much as we want to be on stage, you know, we performed for President Barack Obama at the Black History Month reception. We were part of President Biden's virtual inauguration that he had. So we performed for several presidents. We've done this all over the world. And we have a beautiful exhibit in the Smithsonian.
Do you?
Yeah, in the National Museum of African American History and Culture. You can learn to step with Step Afrika every 4 minutes at that, because we have the world's first stepping interactive there.
Wow.
So, but I also want to say this too. Our show is about having fun.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
All this great stuff. At the end of the day, we want to have a good time. And you come in, we want the audience to make music with us. It's a perfect show for all ages.
Yeah.
Just come in, have some fun, wear your mask, be safe. I don't know what's happening now, but just come to the theater. The theater is open. You know, it's time for us to start gathering again.
Absolutely.
Where are they having it at?
The Grand.
The Grand.
Yeah, the Grand Opera
Beautiful
House.
venue.
Yes.
Right, that's where it was last time.
Stunning venue.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like I said, 10 amazing artists. And I got to stress too, Emmanuel Chacon, born and raised in Wilmington. He is an amazing. He's actually a member of it's a Latino fraternity that he's involved in. But he's an amazing stepper. He's going to be performing tomorrow night. I just really want Wilmington to come out
They'll be
and
out.
see him on stage.
They'll be out.
And celebrate their own.
They'll be out because I'm
Tickets
telling
are
you.
still up.
Last year, you guys, I think you sold out like every night.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah, it was
Very
bananas.
good. It was good.
But you know what I really dug about it?
Yeah.
Is how all the steppers came and met everyone that was there.
Yeah.
And it was just that line alone was out the door. And
Yeah.
it was just something, it was something to see black faces doing something great.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Great. Did you ever think that it was going to be this big?
Look, man, I mean, as an entrepreneur, all you can do is do the work. And I got to tell you, I loved it when it was in my basement, and I love it when we're touring like major theaters all over the world.
Yeah.
Like I love it that we're at the White House. I also loved it when we were in some rural village in Southern Africa stepping there. So I don't really care where I'm doing this work, I just want to do the work. And I think at the Grand tomorrow night, you know, I just can't wait to be in the theater again. And I can't wait to see the artists on stage in community with the audience, and making music together and having a good time and reflecting on our culture and how beautiful it is.
What's that rush like, just sitting there and watching your brainchild on stage?
You know, Well, it's actually more, you know how it is, it's more nervousness. It's like, I saw you before, like everybody know.
I had to step away.
Right,
I was
so this guy's making it happen on many fronts. So, and man, I gotta say congratulations to you on
Thank
this
you.
work. This is amazing. I love the studio. I can't wait to watch your programming, to watch your interviews with other artists and other individuals.
Thank you.
Congratulations, and thank you for your work, man.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But it's one of those things. Like, remember when we were in the basement?
Yeah.
Man? It's one of the things, and I love to use my platform to educate and to help people. Like, you always have to have a starting point.
Yeah.
It took me 10, 12 years to become an overnight success.
Right.
But
There are no overnights. Oh, that's what's so interesting.
Yeah.
Is it really ever overnight?
Right. It's never
10
over.
to 12 work to become overnight.
There you go. And sacrifice. So if you're watching, and I'm in media, Brian is Step Afrika, and there's hard work that you have to put in. There's dedication. What advice would you give someone that has an idea, that wants to do something, but they're stuck?
The first thing I would say is be patient. Enjoy the process as much as you do the end result. Both my younger brothers are entrepreneurs, and I tell them all the time, I don't care if you're a multi-million-dollar business, I don't care if you're just $1 million, I don't care if you're $500,000, whatever. You are in business, and if you love the process of doing this work, who cares what happens at the end? Because that's not as important. Because it's the process where you're going to spend most of your time.
You're not lying.
Right, so if you better love it, it can't just be about the money.
Yeah.
It
Money's
has
a
to be about
byproduct.
what you want to do, and
Yeah.
that's more important. I consider them a success just by having an idea and working at it every day to make it happen. That's successful to me.
Would you do it for free?
I would, and I have done it for free.
Right, we've done it for free.
And
That's
I
the
did it
thing.
for free.
And that's the thing is, if you could do it for
I
free,
can't do it for free now.
They can't do it for free. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
You know, because we want to employ people. We want to create opportunities.
There you go.
That's not free.
Yo, and that's true. That's real talk right there.
Yeah.
What advice would you give someone?
So if I were to give someone advice, I would say, number one, make sure that you do your research and understand what has been done, and then be creative and figure out what your niche is.
Right.
And so that will make your value proposition even greater. So you don't have to fit within a box or a square. Think outside that box, and people will value that.
All right, so you got Step Afrika. You got. Oh, my fault. My voice is too loud. They're letting me know. They're like, I haven't shut it up. You got Step Afrika, and you got Kevin here talking. They just dropped some jewels on you. And don't be afraid to start. You have to start somewhere. And if you were going to do it for money, it's not going to work. Start with the passion, start with the determination, and start with the grit. Give everything that you got towards it, and it will pay off. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to DETV. Really, really, you don't understand
Please
how
have us
much.
again.
Oh,
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna give you the key to the door, bro. like anything, and anything that you got going on that needs to reach the masses, please come back. You don't got to call, just show up, and we'll figure it out. All right.
Awesome.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
But most of all, I got 2 free tickets. They have 2 free tickets that they're giving to us to give away. All right. If you want to go to Step Afrika, what I'm gonna need you to do, what we need you to do, Naj? If I need you to do, I need you to screenshot this right now, and the first person that hashtag, no, don't screenshot it. I need you to take a selfie of you stepping, or someone take a picture of you stepping. Hashtag Step Afrika, hashtag DETV, and know that person, the third person is going to get 2 tickets to tomorrow at the Grand.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
That cool?
Yep, that's good. I just remind your viewers that tickets are still on sale, and tomorrow, 6 p.m., the Grand Opera House. And attendance-wise, you either have to show your vaccination or have a COVID test 72 hours or less. So that is required by the Grand.
Thank you for mentioning that, because a brother like me totally forgot you got turned away messing with me. All right? Appreciate it. We'll be right back after this with my man, Chris Bruce. All right? Do More 24 is right around the corner. You want to make sure that you donate to a nonprofit, DETV. We are a nonprofit, and everything that you help, you share or become a partner with us, helps us keep things on the air. All right? They waving their hands like, all right, hurry up. Okay.
Brothers and sisters, yes. Step Afrika.
Cut.